This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome. Hi viewers. Today in this video we will discuss GOSUB and return statements in GW basic programming language. So let's start. A GOSUB and return statement is used to invoke a subroutine. There are two statements in basic that allow us to use the subroutines. And which are they? Let's discuss. The GOSUB statement and return statement. The GOSUB statement will cause the transfer of control to the subroutine when GOSUB statement is executed. Control is transferred to a new line number. A subroutine may be called any number of times in a program, and a subroutine may be called from within another subroutine. Such nesting of subroutines is limited only by available memory. A return statement shows a formal end of the subroutine and transfers control back to the line following the GOSUB statement. A subroutine can contain more than one return statement. Should logic dictate a return, at different points in the subroutine. Subroutines can appear anywhere in the program, but must be readily distinguishable from the main program to prevent inadvertent entry, proceed the subroutine by a stop and or go to statement to direct program control around the subroutine. Now we'll discuss the syntax. And it is like line number, GOSUB line number, this dot is actually used to refer line number over here. Then again line number, and here we will type return line number. So this is actually the syntax of it. Now we'll discuss the example and then we'll execute the program in the IDE for our better understanding and knowledge. Example is on line 10, GOSUB 50, line 20, print Shirley Drive, Georgia. Or you can type Shirley Drive, Atlanta, like this. Line 40, END, line 50, print Senior Boys Wing, print Georgia. Line 70, return statement is used. So let's execute this program, this example as a program in the GW Basic IDE and see how this GOSUB and return statement executed and how the control is transferred from one part of the program to the other. So now we will type this program GOSUB 50, line 20, we will type print Shirley Drive, line 30, Atlanta, capital of Georgia State in the US. Line 40 we will type END, line number 50 we will type print Senior Boys Wing, line 60 we will type print Georgia, line 70 we will type END, return statement over here, and when we press the F2 key then you can see the Senior Boys Wing Georgia will be printed first, and then Shirley Drive Atlanta is printed right after the Senior Boys Wing Georgia is transferred, because the GOSUB actually transfer the control from line number 10 to line number 50, and it will actually, since the control is transferred to line number 50, so these 50 right after the line 50, line number 6 is executed. So Senior Boys Wing in January is printed on the screen. Right after that, sequentially line number 70 is to be executed, but since there is the return statement is reused, so this return statement will transfer the control to line number 10, but since the line number 10 is already executed, so the line number 20 will be executed, and then 30 subsequently. So line number 20 and 30 contain Shirley Drive Atlanta. So Shirley Drive Atlanta is printed on the screen. So let's discuss this program and its output line by line in the text area. Viewers, now I'm going to explain this program in detail. In line 10, GOSUB statement is used with line 50, which will actually transfer the control from line 10 to line 50 because the line number 50 is used. Since the control is now transferred to line 50, and in line 50 print statement is used with the message senior boys wing enclosed in double quotes. Therefore this message will be printed on the screen at first time. Right after the execution of line 50, line 60 will be executed subsequently, which also has print statement which will display the message Georgia as an output. Since it is enclosed in the double quotes, therefore it will be displayed as it is on the screen. So I'm gonna make bold line number and this keywords which are very important. So whatever is enclosed in double quotes used with input and print statement is always displayed on the screen in GW basic programming language. Especially you should know about that in order to understand the concept of all these statements, input and print. Whatever is closed in the double quotes always displayed on the screen. So after line number 60, after the execution of line 60, control will be transferred to line 70 sequentially, and in line 70 return statement is used, which will actually transfer the control from line 70 to line 10, which contains GOSUB. There is a note. Return statement always transfer the control to the GOSUB in the program, and there can be more than one return statements in a program. Very important point to note. So return which will actually transfer the control to line number 10. Since I'm going to make bold all these line numbers and the keywords and the statements just for better understanding and highlighting them so that we can differentiate between the specific line numbers and statements and each and everything clearly. So as soon as the transfer control is transferred to line 10, which contains GOSUB, which was already executed firstly, and it transferred the control to line 50 as line number 50 was mentioned in the with the GOSUB in line on line 10. Therefore now line 20 will be executed, and then line 30 will be executed subsequently, which contains message shielded drive Atlanta. Since both are typed in two different lines, so the shielded drive will be printed in the first line as an Albert, and the Atlanta will be printed on the next line like this. On line 30, right after the execution of line 20 and 30, line 40 will be executed, which contains end statement. I will show you that this line 40 contains end statement, which will actually stop the execution, stop, or you can call terminate the execution of the complete whole program. But if we don't use this end statement, then what will happen? The control will be again transferred to line 50, and Senior Boys will and Georgia will be printed on the screen one more time. So end statement will actually prevent the re-execution of the subroutine. So this is how it is GOSUB and return statements are executed. We have discussed our program, discussed the example, discussed the syntax and the explanation as well. So that's all, viewer. Thanks for watching. In our next video we will discuss one more program to understand the concept of GOSUB and return statements in GWBC programming language. That's all. Thanks for watching.